Laughing.
At
Birds.
I know what this is supposed to sound like. I haven't heard this in I can't tell you how many years.
I'm confused though. What is it? Is it a song? Because if it says lyrics, like, because didn't you say a minute ago it wasn't really a song? Is it like lyrics
It's
or?
not. From what I remember, it's a beat playing over some guy just giving like a graduation speech.
Oh, so it's a bit like the generic like motivational videos.
Right. But this was like the first one to
Yeah.
go viral before viral was a thing. I think this might be the right one. Let me see.
Class of 97.
Where
Wear
sunscreen?
sunscreen.
Yep.
If I
If
could
I could offer you one tip for the future, I don't know why it's sunscreen. Maybe this guy knows somebody that got skin cancer. I don't know what the deal is, but there's some gems in here, dude. You should dig this.
only one tip for the future. Sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Or never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how...
Dude, come on, bro. You're telling me that shit doesn't like, okay, this dude's going to be talking some real shit right now. It's corny because of how they delivered it, but he's talking some real shit right now.
Like, do you know what I'm thinking of? Which is I shouldn't be thinking it, but I'm thinking it's like Jack Nicholson talking to me. Like, like for some reason,
100%,
I'm like, it
bro.
sounds like
It's
Jack
on
Nicholson.
that kind of a vibe, for sure.
Fabulous you
like
really
this,
looked.
like the
You are
Shining.
not as fat.
Oh shit, hold on.
Before
See,
you
that
and
hit
how
me, sorry,
fabulous you
to
really
cut in.
looked.
That
You
hit me
are
though, where it says about the possibility of like seeing a picture of yourself from when, like, I'm assuming he's saying when you was younger, and you're looking back thinking, oh, I had all the potential in that ahead of me, but I might have wasted it, kind of thing. That hit me.
Yeah, for sure. I look back at pictures of myself now and I'm like, oh my God, I should have lived my life way different. But it's too late now. Sucks.
are not as fat as you imagine.
I don't know about all that.
Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum.
All right.
The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind. Kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you.
I do that every day. If I could interject for a moment, I really do. Getting up on this microphone is one of the scariest fucking things in life to do. But I force myself to do it.
Don't be reckless with
Go ahead.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, I don't even know what I was gonna say. My bad.
That's all right.
other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind.
Woo!
The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself.
Bro.
You know what it is as well with this is like the stuff he's saying is it's like timeless.
It's all shit that you don't get till you're older. Till like right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that this I didn't to be honest with you, I think I'm smart in a way that I recognized that this was valuable, but I didn't know how it was valuable until right now as I'm listening back to it.
I think this really magnifies, isn't it? Like that for most people, they start to understand things that would have helped them when they were younger, but they realize it too late.
Right.
Even if it seems things that like seem obvious, like
It always is the most obvious thing that you would never, bro. I say this all the time. While you're looking for Batman, this is a good relationship thing, dude. If you're worried about your man or your woman fuck somebody else, or worried about somebody else trying to fuck them, I should say, while you're looking at Batman, Robin is gonna come out of nowhere and fuck her right up the butt, dude, because you're not paying attention to the most obvious piece on the board.
bars. That's true though, it's true. But yeah, this I can't believe I've never heard or seen this before.
It's wild, bro. Just something that they happen to play all the time on the radio out here. For some reason, it just became insanely popular, I guess, because everybody that was middle aged then was experiencing what we are now, except it was a viral phenomenon before really things went viral. It
And
was like the last of the old school ways of shit got spread by word of mouth.
this is the sort of thing that needs to be pushed as well. Do you know what I mean? All these things going viral and that. Like if this was doing it back in the day, like as well as at the moment, like even more so with everyone like if they're still locked down and everything, like depression and mental health is doing crazy stuff right now. So this is the
Right,
sort of
they need this. They
yeah,
need
like,
to hear this.
this is the sort of stuff that needs to be viral and shit over a lot of other things.
100%. But unfortunately, the best rappers that I listen to have the lowest numbers on YouTube, and that's a fact. How about now? Can you hear me now?
I can now, yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, I hit a button and I wound up ejecting myself out of the fucking stream because I'm an idiot. So I got it on my phone and on the computer at the same time. This whole thing is a mess. So let me finish this out so we can restart this fucking thing properly.
Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters.
You heard that?
Throw away your old...
He said, remember the compliments and forget the insults. If you can manage to do this, tell me how. That's real shit. I'm gonna bring this back a little bit.
Tony with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium.
Hold on, I gotta bring that back real quick because I think that's important too. You know, don't be afraid if you don't know what to do with your life at 22. Some of the people I know at 40 still don't know what to do with their lives, and they're some of the coolest people I know.
I found out 33 and I don't know what I should do with my life.
But that's the point. Like, sometimes you gotta just let the fucking current take you where it's gonna take you. I'm not saying drive yourself homeless with a heroin addiction. All I'm saying is if you're at a fucking house party, I know I'm right here.
Okay.
All I'm saying is if you're at a house party and there's a joint being passed around, maybe take a pull. That's all. I'm not saying go crazy. Just go with the moment. Just don't do anything that's gonna alter your life in a negative way. And for some people, maybe that's smoking weed or drinking. But you get what I'm trying to say.
Guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're done. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't.
Tell me about
Maybe
it.
you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly.
You're getting like a live reaction from me right now without even trying. Do you know what's interesting as well? Where he said about
How much possibility lay before
loving yourself and that is, but I was listening to another YouTuber the other day, and he was on about how we need to learn to like have fun on our own as well. Like he was saying, like he'll just like put music on and dance to it for like an hour or something and get lost in it because like he's just it might feel like if someone sees him they'd be like, you're mental, you're crazy. But they're saying a lot of reason why people are miserable is because they think they need to be in a group of people all the time, and that's a big reason why a lot of people are unhappy because they feel like they need people around them to have fun instead of learning to kind of like we've spoke about before, finding that childhood like not necessarily innocence, but just learning to have fun on your own as well.
Right, 100%. No, you're exactly right. I gotta catch up to the part where we were at, Soji. Give me a moment.
get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but with a precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California.
Hold on, I gotta unmute myself. This is exactly why I brought this video up. This line right here is the one that was in my head, where he says, you know, hold on, I gotta rewind it.
New York City
This is the one.
The older you get.
When I heard this back in the day, dude, I knew when I heard this line, like, this is some different shit I gotta remember.
The more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but
leave before it makes you soft.
Travel.
Yeah.
Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund. Maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse. But you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair, or by the time you're 40, it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice.
Oh, shit. He's talking that shit right now, boy. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know who this man is, but whoever put him in front of a microphone is goddamn brilliant.
I like it as well.
It's a form of nostalgia.
That he's saying like what we spoke about before about like the like dancing and don't be too hard on yourself and stuff, because a lot of that stuff you do as a kid that's natural, like as you get older you're programmed to think that you can't do that, like society frowns on that. And I think that's like a big key to why like the path to like happiness, isn't it? The simple things like dancing and singing and that, and but as you get older people are like, you can't do that anymore. and then people get miserable. And I think if they were allowed to do shit like that, like it would open up. It might not be on the level of happiness you had as a kid, but it'd be better than the situation you're probably in at the moment.
I was just in here this morning talking about how, people would think I'm crazy. If you ask me what I do all day, is I sit in this room and I basically use my imagination at 30 something years old and I talk about crazy shit. Sometimes I make stuff up that's not even, whatever. But you got to be able to do that. I don't think you should let that part of your brain just dry up and fizzle out because you hit a certain age. There's a reason why you were born with the ability to imagine things. So why would you take that away from yourself just because you're an adult? You should always want to dream. Have a dream. Even if you know you're never going to accomplish it. Doesn't matter. The point is that you have one. There's a difference between hanging a car up on the wall in your bedroom out of a magazine saying one day I'm going to save up enough money to buy that and fantasize about fucking a famous movie star. Eventually you could buy the car. With a bit of luck, maybe you fuck the movie star, but at least you get one of the goddamn two. And it was fun to think about it either way, so why not?
Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the other way. Advice, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me, I'm the sunscreen.
You know what's crazy though? That's the sad part of this is that most people will never see this, or I think a lot of people that will see it will never like just understand it because, like I said, they look at it as in terms of what's this? This is corny. Like, who's this talking? Do you know what I mean? There's no respect. Like, even in that, it says respect your elders, but I could see people watching that and just be like, who's this fool? Do you know what I mean? And I just think we're too far gone in a lot of ways for people to fully appreciate what that would have done when it first came out.